Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm What the fuck? We got Leon up there.
Hello.
We got Aaron over there.
Hello.
And Devaughn, he's right here. Why?
He just screams. He has too much knowledge in his brain.
It's all coming to him. He's seen too much.
Yes, he has.
He's been going through it today.
My fault. The demons sometimes they fight. They won that round.
Okay.
You know what? That might be it. Sometimes the demons they fight. That's the title of this one.
Demons play
Glad.
Demons just have to fight.
But all right, let's get into it. Yo.
Sorry about that, fellas. We suffer.
No, it was perfect. So what you guys been doing? What you guys been playing, watching? You know, the whole 9 yards. How you guys been? You know, let's go through the whole thing.
I haven't been on the podcast in a minute. I'll go first, I guess.
Go for it, Aaron.
You know, it's been a lot of schoolwork. Honestly, I actually had a bunch of friends from the U.S. 4 of them specifically, they came down.
Yeah.
From the U.S. and came down to visit. They're like old, like 3 of them are from from high school friends. They're like I've known them for a while, and one of them is the boyfriend of a friend of mine. But it was a pretty damn cool trip, honestly. We went kayaking and shit. If you hear anything in the background, like meowing, by the way, it's because my cat loves to scream. Okay, he is fed.
Remember,
he
he's
literally
chilling.
just got fed. He's taken care of. I swear to God, he's treated like a prince. He just loves to scream. Okay,
He's
I'm
a
not
He's a
yapper.
very talkative cat. He's a
yapper.
professional yapper. He wants
I
to
don't
be a part of the podcast.
I don't want people to hear him in the background, and I'm like, oh my God, he's probably just starving or whatever. No, he's been fed. Trust me. Believe me.
He just did it right before the
I
podcast.
just did it before the podcast.
He is just very vocal.
But they came down, and it was honestly like it was a week and a half, pretty much, of like just traveling around and everything. It was a really cool experience. It was very fun. Hopefully, I get to do that with you guys soon. Hopefully, we gotta plan that shit out. We gotta
Hopefully.
sit down because like Gabe was actually pretty serious about like actually planning it out. And I'm like, I'm down. You know, I'm down to actually have
Sounds
a couple
like a
of y'all.
fun time.
At least whoever can. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was for a solid minute what I was doing, and then I've been catching up on a lot of schoolwork that like I didn't like miss, but like I have to do now.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of that, and then been playing a little bit of Helldivers, a little bit of Helldivers.
Just
Devaughn
a little bit.
Devaughn and I recently, within the last couple hours, have put 44.6 hours into it recently. I have 96 hours total. I'm about to hit 100 hours. So I've been playing a little bit here and there, you know, when the time arises.
It hits the check marks.
It hits every box now that it's working. And they added mechs, and I was like, damn, they know they're gonna add an APC. It's like, damn, they know. And now that we're getting to like the high difficulty stuff, I think we can all agree that those that have been playing it, that now that we're like at pretty much we're about to get to Helldive. We're at Suicide right now.
Yeah, we've been pushing for it.
Suicide is insane, but the fact that we can do that and win is like crazy, because we were playing like hard and we're like, damn, this is crazy. How are we gonna do the harder difficulties? And now we go play like extreme, and it's like, yeah, that's easy difficulty. You know, that's normal. That's what's considered easy to us now that we've played fucking Suicide, and now we're like, I want to try Helldiver. That's just gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, no, we're probably.
Is there one beyond that called Helldiver 2?
No, it's just Helldiver's the max.
Nah,
one.
Helldivers is the max one.
Damn.
There's 9 difficulties.
That'd be funny. Helldivers 2 is the highest difficulty. That'd be.
The more
Oh
you
my
know.
God. I should not have gone first because my food's actually going to be here. That's unfortunate. Anyways, I'll try to finish it fast then. I've been playing Helldivers. I finished Max Payne 3, so I was running through that game on my PC because I'd never played it since like back in the day, so I'm on a 360.
Mm-hmm.
Still a good fucking game. Holy shit, is it still a good game. Hard as shit in the end. It's hard as fuck, honestly, but fun as hell. Very fun. Would recommend if you like. It goes on sale.
If you never went-
relatively.
yeah,
if you
never
never run
through it.
through it, go for it. Devaughn watched me run through the favelas with 2 double-barrel shotguns,
Jumping
just
around.
stuffing the fucking barrels of these shotguns down people's throats, just blowing their heads off. That shit was insane. Devaughn was like, "Oh, you're pushing?" As I fly through a fucking window with 2 double barrels. Like, yeah, I'm pushing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
He's like-
pushing. I
he's
got
like,
2
what?
double barrel shotguns. There's no other option. That's the only thing you can do, right? And I've been playing some Far Cry Primal. I've only played it for 4 hours, I think. So I'm like just past the tutorial, like the primary tutorial. And I'm enjoying it just because I never really played Far Cry anything past Far Cry 3. I played a little bit of Far Cry 4, but not too much. And sorry, I played Far Cry New Dawn with Ahmani, but that's so far removed from Far Cry that it's a whole thing.
It's completely different. Yeah.
But that
especially
was
towards
fun.
the end when you get super
And
powers.
Primal's like pretty fun in the sense that like you're a caveman, so like it definitely has that like it's fun to play by myself. I'll just be a caveman, for a little
I
bit.
am caveman. Hear me
I
roar.
am caveman. I tame animal. And watching. Obviously I've been watching The Bad Batch because season 3, aka the last season, has come out and has been releasing weekly. So if you have Disney Plus on Wednesdays, that shit comes out. It's so good. It's so fucking good. And if you haven't watched The Bad Batch and you like Star Wars, fucking watch it. Okay? You don't really need any crazy context other than maybe some of the Clone Wars, or at least to understand what the clones are. That's kind of it. Everything else, it references the books, which is awesome. But it's not a direct, like, one-to-one of the books. They're just introducing stuff that were in the books. But very good. This new season's been really, really, really good.
Is it the only is the original IP like this is they're doing like originally?
Well, I mean, it's not. Yeah, like the Bad Batch was a completely original thing they made in Clone Wars in the show. That was like there were a group of clones that they're all genetic defects technically, but their defect actually became a positive. Like for one of them. He's like, there's a guy named Tech who's basically a little autistic. He's autistic. He's really good with numbers and stuff, but he's not good at talking to people. That's his defect. He was a mutation of the gene that Jango Fett had because after he died, they kept using the blood he had left, but it was slowly starting to deteriorate over the times of them using it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So the clones were starting to come out with more and more problems. Was the issue that they were running into, and thus Omega was created. Omega's a female clone. There's a clone that they've switched with the X and Y chromosome. Give me a second. My food is here. Give me a second.
Go for it. Go for it.
Put up.
We actually literally have intermission music, so we don't have to
We
worry.
do?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
It's made by our boy, friend of the podcast. We have intermission music, so that could go right here.
So,
Hello, Cat.
Bad Batch, watch it, pretty damn good. Watch the whole thing, all 3 seasons, all season that's out, 2 seasons.
It's 3.
Oh,
Yeah, I
third
think it is
season
3, right?
only like the 3rd season is only like 4 episodes in,
It's just it's just now going.
so it just released, it just launched, and then been watching a lot of cooking shows as always. Yeah, just kind of be that way.
Which ones?
There's a cooking show on Netflix called Barbecue Showdown, which, believe it or not, is about people cooking barbecue. And it goes pretty hard. We watched the newest season, and then we were like, yeah, let's watch the old season just to see who won. And the judges they have for the first season suck compared to the judges they have in the second season. Not judge, host. The judges are the same. They have, like, in the first season, they have 2 hosts, and one of them is just the most generic looking, like, he's clearly a Southern guy because he's wearing flannel, but he's modern and progressive enough that he's not gonna like say some out of pocket shit. You know,
You never have to worry. You
you know
know
what I mean? Like he's that kind of white guy. And then the other hostess, the hostess is a black girl, who is, by the way, and I mean this in the most respectful way, fine. All right,
Wait, hold up.
Gorgeous.
Wait, the way you said fine is crazy. I gotta look this up now.
Oh, I'll look her up.
he's like, I mean no disrespect. She's fine.
He said fine.
Fine. All right, what's the name of the show?
It's okay. All right. Let me double check.
Hey, I
gotta-
got
we
that
gotta
in a
check-
general
We
chat.
gotta
real quick.
check our sources very
It's
quickly.
it's easier if I just click on my.
Oh, he pulled up the stream for it.
Put
Okay,
a stream. Okay.
Oh, I'm in there.
I feel it. I understand the vibe. I understand. I see the vision. Understood.
She's fucking gorgeous. And then in season 2, this is the host, and then they're the judge.
Hell no.
She's
I'm
way
sorry.
Don't do
funnier.
that. She's like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, look. She may not be like physically, however we want to call it, but she's way funnier and she's way better of a host because this chick says maybe 2 words in an episode. This guy does all the quote unquote hosting, and then these two, actually good judges. But it's just this guy yapping, and they'll say cringy shit, but she barely says anything. Whereas this host, she actually does a great job.
She be spitting some fire.
She was cool. She was actually cool. And on top of that, look at the glow up. Look at the glow up on this lady. Look at that hair.
Okay.
Look at that hair. First of all, look at that. 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 Like,
Hitting the ropes.
she didn't look good. All right, she didn't look good. Season 2 though.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. That is a nice glow up.
I
That's
didn't mean
correct.
this as an insult. I'm just saying, like,
She had a nice little glow up. He's not
in
wrong.
the
He's
second
not wrong.
season,
She just
she
wrong.
got a hairstyle. Netflix gave her a hairstylist. They're like, hey, you look way too much like a
hairstylist.
middle-aged white lady. You know,
Step
You dress-
it up.
So they cut her hair.
They was like, we can get you to just look a little bit better on camera. It's just nice for
She
you.
just the
It's like,
bangs
alright.
weren't cutting it. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, it just didn't.
I
it
mean,
didn't help her.
no
It did not
offense
help her face.
whatsoever, Melissa, but goddamn, like that was a glow up.
It didn't really appeal to like how you look generally.
Like old and busted.
better
New
hairstylist.
hotness.
It's actually amazing what
Black
a
guy
hairstyle
looks
can do
exactly the
sometimes.
same.
Oh yeah, he just vibing. he didn't change at all. They look at him and was like, actually, man, you're fine the way you are. You just vibe.
You're good.
You're good. No change needed.
You want to come back to the next one? Cool. Awesome. Perfect. Don't change anything.
He no barbecue.
Be exact same, bro. He's like, you got it, fam.
I mean, look, he's a big guy. He's bald. That automatically
love you,
gives him like
buddy.
a plus 10 to the cooking skill.
He's got the flannel. That by default gives him a plus one,
Anyways.
extra 2.
This dude's my current number one. I haven't finished the season yet. But this guy is currently the guy that I want to win.
Rashid Phillips.
Yes, I'm not gonna look. If you spoil it for me, I'll stab you. I don't care if it already happened and it's in the past. I'll fucking be mad.
Yeah.
I will walk up behind you whenever you're doing something important in Helldivers and melee you every time.
Okay. Do not, I'm not even trying to look it up. Calm down.
That's a threat.
No, man, that was a promise.
Look, I wasn't gonna look anything up. I don't know if you. I actually don't know who he was threatening in this case. I think it was everyone.
I'm pretty sure it was
I think
everyone.
it was genuinely just everyone.
I don't even play it, bro. Okay.
Bro, you good, bro. You good. I'm telling you.
I'm not even watching the show. You got it, fam.
Saying, if you look that shit up,
I'm
easy to
not.
find.
You good?
We're good. We got you.
Pretty good
Don't
show.
worry, all good, man.
I already know who won the second season, so it's kind of funny. But...
All right. What was the name of the show again?
Barbecue Showdown. It's pretty good.
Barbecue Showdown.
They
Alright.
did an episode where they made him cook like a bunch of different kinds of animals. It was pretty funny. Watch everybody react to like having to cook like raccoon and shit.
Oh wow.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, like there was one dude that got alligator tail, and like
That doesn't sound bad.
I don't like alligator very much. I've tried it.
if it's
I-
cooked
it's
right, I
not-
feel like it can taste almost like a mix of chicken and pork.
Oh no, it's wild how much it tastes like chicken. It's just that it tastes like greasy chicken. I don't know how to describe it. It's just alligator is extremely greasy, and that's just how it is as a meat. Like,
Oh wait, hold up. I'm gonna message my mom, tell her good night real quick. This is gonna be live on camera, but you know I don't care because I don't want to mute everything.
it's like,
Besito, mamita.
I need her to know.
Pasé muy buenas noches. Estoy aquí. Está haciendo un trabajo y ahora estoy ayudándole a unos amigos con algo. Entonces, ¿qué
Sweetness.
pasó? Buenas noches. A mí se me olvidó que son las 2 horas ahora, entonces son las 9. Es tardísimo, pero tengo que ajustarme a las 2 horas. Ahí daré un beso a papi y al perro feo ahí que la pasen bien. Buenas noches. Alright,
That's not just.
We allow it. We allow it.
alright. Sorry. I talk
We
very
care
fast
about
in
our
Spanish.
families out here.
I talk very fast in Spanish anyway, so it's fine. I was actually
1 mile.
funny enough when I was down here. No, when everyone was down here, my friend Sean was here, and it was me and Sean and my friend Elizabeth's boyfriend Scott was here first because they got here within an hour of each other. So while Sean made it out of customs, Scott was landing, and and so like we land and then like we gotta wait till like 8 o'clock for the other two to land. So we went back to my place, and oh my god, do you hear him? Do you hear him? You screaming back there?
He's rapping.
Keep it going.
I don't think you understand. I am wearing sound canceling headphones, and I can hear that shit through them, bro. Anyway,
Yeah, he's yapping over there.
he's mad that I didn't give him any chicharrones, but they're seasoned and all that stuff, and I'm not gonna give that to him. That's not good for him.
He's like, chicharrones. He's like, no, bro, this is not good.
I gave him tuna, like actual tuna. Like he should be happy. Anyways, so we came down and we went to the mall because there's a mall here. In, like I live like down like 5 minutes away from the airport, so it's awesome. But here, there's also like one of the biggest like malls in Latin America is here in Alajuela, and it's just like this big ass American. It's a very American looking mall. A lot of the malls here wouldn't be considered malls in the U.S. A lot of them are like almost outdoors. You know, they're very like outlet mall-y kind of, and they're very bougie in a lot of situations. You know, not as many, there is a food court, but maybe not like a ginormous entire floor of a food court like in the U.S. You know, kind of thing and everything. But the mall that I have close by, it is basically like a U.S. mall that they made here, and it's a very nice mall. It has an arcade and everything. Something apparently malls in the U.S. don't have.
Yeah, not a lot of them do.
Yeah, places
Some of them do. Not a
Full
lot of them
arcade.
do.
They have banks and everything. They have a movie theater.
It's truly unfortunate. They should have some more arcades.
So we went there and we ate at the food court, and obviously I was having to translate for him because they don't speak Spanish, you know. So Sean wanted to eat whatever I was eating, and I was like, I always eat Chinese food here, and it was a Chinese food that I'd go into, and I was like talking to the girls behind the counter, and then talking to Sean in English, and then going back in Spanish to them, and then back to English. And every time I would see her look at me and then look at him and then like look at him, and she's like, "Oh my god, your voice changes so much whenever you speak English to where like you speak Spanish." And I was like, "Yeah, I think it's like genuinely just a different part of my throat that I use because my voice sounds entirely different. Like my voice changes. Like I talk like this here, y hablo español así. Like you can still hear the similarity of voice, pero se nota que like estoy un octavo más alto. Like I'm in a higher octave than I am in like. I literally translated it to English immediately after saying in Spanish what I said. Like it's just, and then like she like because one of them spoke English, but like it was clear that she was learning it in the process, so she could understand it relatively well. But like I would speak to her in Spanish super fast, and she'd be like, and then I would turn to him and speak in English super fast because I would translate whatever she said, and she would be like, "You so fast, you do it so," and I'm like, "It's just second nature at this point. I've been doing it for years."
That's what I do.
You know, it's a practice thing. You know, genuinely.
Being bilingual, a perk unlocked by Aaron.
You know what the downside is? You'll forget words in a language and forget it in the other language, and then you won't know how to fucking say a word because you don't know.
Oh yeah, you and Javi, I watch do it sometimes, and it's actually really fascinating.
Like I'll forget a word in Spanish for a second,
and
I'll
like,
remember it in Spanish, and I'm like, "Fuck,
what is it?" You'll say it in Spanish, and he'll be like, "Oh, it's that one, it's this one."
Yeah, I'll look at him and say like empacha. Like there's words in Spanish also, and I think in English probably the same thing. But there's a bunch of phrases in Spanish that are slang that like are really hard to translate. It's like German. You know how German has really specific words for shit? You know? Yeah. Sometimes it's kind of like that. Like, there's like, I think one thing Javi and I ran into that we were talking about for a while was in Spanish there's a thing called empachar. Empachar, empachar. And what it is when you get sick of eating something, but not because it was bad or it was rotten or like anything was spoiled.
You just had it too much.
You just ate a shitload. Like if you eat a fuckload of chocolates, then afterwards your stomach's like, oh. And then like for the next month, you look at chocolate and you're like, oh, dude, I'll actually vomit if you give me that. Please don't put that close to me. You know. But then like a month and a half later, 2 months later, you're like, fucking chocolate. Give me some of that shit. Fuck yeah. Like it'll be like that'll happen. That's a word that like there's not really a word for that in English, you know. Like there's not really there's a feeling, you know how to explain the feeling, but you know if there's not like a word for it. Whereas in Spanish, it's like no, estoy empachado. Like I don't really want that. Like I've been eating too many. Happens with me with eggs. I'll go through like a period where I'm like,
Okay, yeah, no,
give me
I'm
some,
kind of currently right there with eggs.
give me some eggs, bro. Give me like an egg in the morning on a fucking biscuit or like on a toast, and then I'll do that for like a month or something or a couple weeks, and then like after that, I'm like, bro, if I see an egg, and the idea of cracking it open makes me want to actually projectile all over my fucking wall, you know. So like, and it's just a really weird feeling, you know. But it's stuff like that. That's like, there's words that there's fruits that I only ever knew in Spanish because I'd never seen white people eat them or Americans eat them in general, you know. You know, but like, you know, it's just, you know.
I like that was your equivalent. I just never seen any white people eat them.
Like they
Or anybody else, really, for that matter.
Anybody, you know? You know? I lived in a predominantly white area. Ahmani and Devaughn could attest to that. We lived in a predominantly white area. We lived in an area where there, for some reason, was a lot of diversity, but at the same time, compared to the rest of the area, it's like, yeah, no, there was like,
Yeah, not so much.
not so much. Like I was one of what, like there were like what, maybe a handful of Hispanic kids, maybe like 10. Like Hispanic kids in like my grade, I think.
Yeah, something. I think so.
I think in my grade, it was probably 10 kids, maybe a little bit more. Out of like, how many of us graduated? Like 500, 600, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a small ass percentage.
Something close to that.
You know, and every Hispanic kid knew each other, and it was stupid as fuck. I hate that feeling of like, you know that guy. It's like, you're assuming because I'm Hispanic, but I actually do know, unfortunately. And then I tell my mom, hey, I met this kid at school, and they're like, oh, that's X and X's kid. I'm like, how the fuck do you know?
What do you know that?
How do you know, motherfucker? How the fuck do you know? You know what the fuck is that?
It's the click.
And it's like, oh,
It's the
X
click.
person at church met X person at church who knows them, and it's like, well, fuck you. How did this go that fast? It's like he's been there for a week.
What? That's hilarious. That one's the funny one.
It's true though.
How do you know? Like,
I
how
don't
do you
think
know
you
this
understand.
information?
We are from Costa Rica. I'm from Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a very small country. There is people that immigrate to the U.S. There are pockets in the U.S. where there are large amounts of it. For some reason, in Charlotte, North Carolina, there's a fuckload of them. And then in Banbrook, New Jersey, there's another fucking colony of Costa Ricans. There's a fuckload of them. And like, it's weird though when you're outside of areas like that, seeing them, because usually the only other Hispanic people you'll see, and it's why people assume it, is Mexicans. Like, and I mean this is no offense to Mexican people, but that's just like the majority of people that are Hispanic in the U.S. are Mexican. That's just the vast majority of them. And like when you see someone that's like, oh yeah, they're Colombian, you know, the Costa Ricans are really rare. We're rare because there's not a lot of us in general compared to a lot of other countries, so you know there's less outside. But like, we happened to move, like where we lived in that house, up the street from where we lived was another old like Hispanic family that were also from Costa Rica. And they happened to be from Costa Rica. We found out because it was Independence Day, and they had like this whole little fucking, they had a cookout and everything, and they invited neighbors and all that stuff. And we were like, wait, you guys are from Costa Rica? And they're like, yeah. And my mom was like, we're from fucking Costa Rica. Holy shit. Where are you guys from? Oh, we're from where my mom grew up. Oh, do you know X person? You're her daughter? Oh my god, yeah, of course I know her. I used to walk by there every day when I was like doing X and X thing. It's like, oh, okay, that's actually ridiculous. I mean, you know, it's a small country, but Jesus Christ, like, okay.
You're like, what the hell? Like, why does everyone know each other?
You know, like literally, like they went and talked to them. They're like, oh, and they're like, oh, you're from Pettis? And it's like, yeah, no, that's where I'm from. That's where my family is. And they were like, oh, where do you live? And my mom told them like the residential, like the area where she lived, what it was called. And they were like, like close to the convenience store down the street, the door on like house on the left. Yeah, the second house on the left.
Yeah, the second part. You're like,
I was there just like kind of watching the conversation happen because I was still kind of young. And it's like kind of those situations where you're just forced to sit there, but you don't really say anything because you're a kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I watched the lady and her husband. They both kind of were like, "Pero donde macho ya era," and they're like, "Yeah," and then it's like, "Oh, we know," and it's like it was a whole like, "How the fuck? What are the odds, bro? You're like fucking 5 feet away from me. They're literally like 20 feet up the road. This is insane." I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's crazy.
Not only are you Costa Rican, that's already a small percentage chance of that happening, but you're from like where my mom lived. It's crazy, funny as hell. We need a better
Small
recording
world.
stop for like a second.
Hmm?
Our recording stopped for a second.
How long is a second? Okay, hold on.
Like
No,
2
no, no.
seconds.
Oh, okay, that's fine. 10 seconds. Okay, this is
Okay,
2 seconds. I unplugged my mic for accident.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh,
Look
that's
at
fine.
you.
Ah,
2 seconds
that's
off.
You're fine.
Just give me the number for it so I could block it down.
I still think
far was it in the
it was.
recording?
I was like the Spider-Verse movies because I saw that it was on Disney Plus, but fucking for some reason the version I have down here the subtitles are all in Spanish. So like whenever Miles is thinking to himself in the first movie and there's like the little panels that show up with like words, instead of it being in English, it was in Spanish. And I was sitting there like, did they do that on purpose because he's bilingual? Or is it just because I'm watching the Spanish version of the film? Like, I'm confused because it works, but he's not that fluent in Spanish, which low-key pisses me off. Low-key, it annoys me when kids don't speak, at least are able to speak. Like, Miles should be able to speak Spanish, bro. Like, there's no fucking way Miles can't speak Spanish.
It's weird because in the first movie, he speaks it, and it's also very obvious that he definitely understands it. Like, whenever his mom is actually his mom is yelling at him in the first movie in Spanish, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I got it."
I get in a way they're kind of going through the whole because there is a point where like he is mixed, so there's like the whole side of him that's just straight up Black American, you know. But like he's still Cuban, I think, right? Or is he Puerto Rican? No, I think it's Puerto Rican, right? I can't remember. I think it's
Puerto Rican.
I'm pretty sure it's Puerto Rican. And it's like, you know, that's a, you know, it happens with a lot of kids in the U.S. that are like second generation or whatever, that they just don't learn Spanish because they only go to school and speak English. But then
also,
it's like, you know.
Like, he does have a very Americanized accent, but I think it's because of it's more so because of the fact that, like, the actor cannot speak.
Yeah, no, I totally get
than
that.
it is Miles.
But
no,
I'm
saying this only
having an
because
accent, but at least like him speaking Spanish, you know, like. You know.
I say this only because in the Spider-Verse movie, I'm remembering the part where it's just like he has like a
when he walks up to Miguel O'Hara and like Miguel just speaks straight up Spanish to him, and then he's like, yeah, dude, totally.
Because I'm like, what?
I want Mariachi Spider-Man to be like, este pinche gringo no habla nada español, man. There's Mariachi Spider-Man, bro.
I think Miles actually does need to go off like that in the next movie. Like, I think he needs to just actually have an entire mental breakdown in Spanish.
I'm trying to fucking save my fucking family, you dumbass. Have him speak in Spanish. You want to know how to make like a true, like, have him speak in Spanish. Bilingual is true bilingual speak in a weird form of both languages whenever they're speaking to other bilingual people. And I've noticed that with my cousin. Because he may not have been raised in the U.S., but he's an English professor here, and he speaks, like, really good English. And I feel like the reason he speaks such a good English is because for the 4 years that we pretty much lived together, we would always speak in, like, we would like switch between the two languages effortlessly. And now when we talk, and it's funny because like when people like when I've had friends here that come down here, they're like, yeah, I understand about half that conversation because half the words are in English, and then you'll just switch to Spanish. Well, and they're always like, why? Why do you guys do that? And it's like, I don't know. Certain phrases just are easier to say in Spanish.
It just came to you in Spanish.
You know, like, it just, yeah, exactly. Like, maybe the thought came to me in Spanish instead of English. And I'm like, I've thought of it like, why did I do that, though? Like, why does that happen? But it's like, yeah, my cousin and I speak an insane Spanglish. Like, it will be fucking ridiculous.
The way you've always described it, it's like, it's never just, because apparently they do it differently in, like, a lot of shows. But it's like it's never just like one word at a time. It's like entire phrases
it's not like I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hey, amigo, how are you doing?" No, it's like, "Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing? Vieras que estaba haciendo unas cosas ahí en el banco, es que estuve ahí como 3 horas. But like, I'm down to like, you know, hang out if you're down to like go watch a movie or something. Like, let me know. You know, it'll be like that, like a sentence, and then like it will just keep talking to each other, and like he'll say something in Spanish, I might respond in English. He'll say something in English, I might respond in Spanish. You know, like it just since we both know the languages, it's just it doesn't matter.
You just speak both languages.
Doesn't matter what you do.
It really doesn't matter. I do it with my mom too, because my mom speaks really good English, and I also do it with my mom a lot. With my dad especially, I only tend to speak Spanish. I tend to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's a respect thing. I don't know, but I tend to just speak to him in Spanish. With my mom, I'll speak to her like in a really weird Spanglish. So my mom speaks English very well.
Mm-hmm.
My dad speaks it really well too, but he definitely was less caring about learning the language. He just learned it because he needed to work, you know. And over the years of living there, it got better. But my mom actually like learned English because she worked in American Airlines for a while, so she had to learn English. So she speaks it pretty well. She just has the thickest accent ever, and it gets thicker every damn year. It gets true as shit. Like the accent, once you're older and you learn a language, that accent never goes away. Like that accent only gets thicker. Her accent, it's just every damn year. Every time I hear it, speak Spanish, English. It's fucking hilarious. My aunt does too. It's funny as hell.
It's hilarious.
Accents are
No,
fucking
you're
shit.
right about the whole second generation thing because my dad originally he did know Spanish.
Yeah, and he
And,
probably lost it because he
he-
only
he-
went to school in the U.S. and like.
No, his father Americanized him.
Oh, like forced him to?
Yeah,
Went out of his way.
basically, yeah. And he lost it completely. And my mom tried to incorporate it into me and my sister, my brother, and I, but it never stuck. My sister has more of it because of who she's with right now, and my brother, not so much, but he has some of it. Me, I need to get some. We've been
Yeah, I
invaded.
need to
Wait a minute.
practice.
We've been fucking invaded.
He's like, wait a minute, wait. I didn't expect to get invaded today. What's happening here? Logan, everybody.
Good friends. Good friends.
He just wanted to say hi.
He did.
He didn't even say hi. Were you okay?
But yeah, I understand that. I want to learn more Spanish. I only know like the basic shit because most of the stuff in school
It's not
never
easy.
stuck.
Yeah, it's also school in the U.S. doesn't do a good job at actually teaching you a language because they don't
No,
give you
they
enough
don't.
time, to
No.
like actually like learn it. You should be able to start from
The
a very
time
young
that's
age.
invested is usually true. But
Like-
the time that's usually invested is like what? When it's like you get
Middle
as
school,
much as 3 years,
middle
depending.
school and high school,
middle school
because
to
you have to
early.
take a language in middle school, I think, as well, don't you?
I know high school
Yeah.
you definitively have to take a
High school
language.
you
in order
have
to
in the
get it.
U.S. you have to take one language, which is funny because in the other countries like Europe it's like two
No,
or
you don't.
three. You know,
I
what I mean?
took technical stuff.
Funny enough, I didn't.
Oh
take
yeah,
anything
you can
in
also
school.
do like ethical. Yeah, you can do shit like that instead of language. True, that counts as cultural, I think, as well.
That's true.
What concept cultural?
You took the ethics class, Devaughn? What is it you took in high school?
I just took technical classes like this, learn how to do technical.
Oh,
things.
you took like the okay.
Mm.
Like the computer classes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which counts as another language in itself
I
because
guess
it's
that's fine.
technology.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I do think the U.S. should. I feel like they should push a little bit more like art stuff too. Honestly,
Get back to the arts.
you know, because like you can do like I
Very.
did band and I loved it and like yeah, but like it's also something I did optionally and also it's very little funding, very little. So like it's kind of unfortunate, but in the U.S. like I don't know, it's because like when did you try to start learning Spanish?
Well,
It's-
I had it in high
my
school.
mom
But you?
mainly middle school. High school, I didn't have to take a Spanish. for some
What
reason. I didn't have
language
to
did you
any,
take?
like,
Did you not take any
language.
languages in high school?
I didn't have to take any language. In
Wait,
high
you
school
didn't
for
go to
some reason.
fucking
I don't-
Northwest technically. You went to that fucking nerd ass.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
went to
went to
Weaver
Weaver.
Academy, yeah.
You went to
Yeah,
fucking Weaver. Fucking
Yeah, because so
nerd.
your whole
I
thing
got
was just a
nerd.
different cultural experience. By the way. Fucking nerd.
Something only
But you
people
guys are
from
nerds
North
too, what are you
Carolina are
talking
gonna
about?
understand. Anybody that watches this is from like the area of North Carolina is gonna be like, "Hey, we know where you fuckers are from."
You know exactly where you're from.
Yeah, you went to Weaver. That's right. You took the short bus.
Yeah, I did. But,
It wasn't.
yeah, yeah, I'll accept that.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna say that.
Why'd you say it was?
It was a short bus that they took to Weaver.
It was indeed a short bus.
It wasn't a short bus. It was a normal bus that just drove us there. It wasn't a short bus.
I thought it wasn't. I thought it was
Wasn't
a
it
short
like
bus.
No, it wasn't a
smaller
short bus.
Because I remember they
No,
had
it's just a normal bus.
I remember it
It's
being
a-
significant. All right, fair enough.
It was just a normal bus that drove us there.
Damn, I was like, that gives the wrong impression. That's fun.
I thought if I remembered it was like a smaller shuttle that took you guys.
I thought I could have sworn it was a shorter bus too.
No.
But he said it was a normal
thinking
size. But
that.
he wrote it, so it was a normal
I
size.
did, yeah.
Anyways,
I looked at it every
but yeah,
single
you
time I was
probably
in
because you were
here.
in Weaver and that's an art academy and all that shit. Like they probably did make you take a language. Because I know in Northwest,
Probably.
you had to take a language. There,
Yeah.
Unless you took a technical. Unless you took a
I was about to
technical.
say-
Let me finish, Devaughn. God damn, yeah, I heard you.
Hurry up.
But yeah.
Which is weird because I took a bunch of technical classes, but they was like, you got to take a language, so I took a language. Like
I
twice.
took
I got you.
I actually got like 1 year. Like the reason I had my senior year, I had one class period off, and they were like, "Take something. You want to take something else? You want to take something else?" And I'm like, "Fuck no! I want a free period. Give me my fucking free period." Because
they was really trying not to give that to you.
in my freshman year, I took French. Because I jumped straight into French 2 with a bunch of like juniors and sophomores, and I was the only freshman there because I took French 1A and 1B in middle school during my 7th and 8th year, and like I managed to jump ahead, and that saved me a lot of that shit. And I did a health science class my junior and senior year, And senior year we had to do like go out like I had to go to a clinic and actually be an intern in a clinic and do all shit like that. And but I actually got like so many hours in purely because I had that extra period. And I would just sit in the fucking library with my friend Elizabeth and another friend of mine, Vishal. We would just sit in the fucking library. And they got mad at us for playing Uno. I'll never fucking forget that, bro. I'll never outlive how angry I was that day. We were playing Uno. And the thing is, they were like, make sure you do your homework, do something productive. And it's like, look, I can show you. I already did the homework that I had to do in all of my classes. Like, I already did everything. It's like, I had nothing to do. What am I going to do? Study? For what? You know? And we were just playing Uno, and they're like, you're not allowed to play card games. And I was like, card? This is not a card. This is not a card. I know what you mean, but come on. I'm like, really? Come on.
I was like, really? Are we doing this?
Like, is this really a card game? It's Uno. We're not betting. We're not even being loud. We're being quiet. We were being cool.
We're just trying.
Which is wild to think about. Quietly playing Uno is the craziest
That
thing.
was the challenge, though. That was the challenge of it, was playing Uno while being completely silent. That's what we would do. Our goal was to be as silent as possible while playing it. So because we were in the library, so like, you know, be quiet. It was the whole thing. But yeah. Anyways, enough reminiscing about the past.
Yeah, we've had a lot of. Yeah. All right.
Devaughn.
Yeah, that went.
Baton
Went on
pass.
for a bit.
Devaughn Wally Richards. What have you been doing?
Go.
Damn, you called him out.
I call him. I really should do that on the podcast. My bad. Mute that. Make sure you write that down. Make sure you take away the last part. Fill it in. I genuinely call him that, like in general, all the time. That's my bad. I forgot we were recording.
Just governmented him out, bro.
Social security number and everything.
Exactly what city I live in. Mine's the same.
To be fair, you know, I don't know. I was very comfortable. I completely forgot that.
Everybody does that. Get uncomfortable. Know yourself.
Get uncomfortable.
Know your audience, sir. Know your audience.
That was funny as shit. You gotta put like some weird curse over that, like something else. You gotta put something else over it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Devaughn blank.
Blank.
Okay. Anyways, Devaughn, how's your week been? How you been doing, my man?
So, me, Devaughn, I took off the
Devaughn,
podcast
yes.
last week. I've been chilling with my brother, vibing.
Yeah.
Last 2 weeks, the Avatar show came out. Watching out,
I forgot to mention.
my brother was like, you know, I never watched the original show. I was like, wait a minute. One of the greatest stories of all time. You never saw this?
Crazy.
I was like,
You bugging right now?
And thus the journey began.
Yeah, exactly. And he loved it because it is an awesome journey as always. And you're watching it again. I think I was like the fifth time watching it, but it's like, I don't care. It's the best thing of all time.
It's great. I love it. I still need to watch the live action one though. I've heard mixed reviews about it.
Devaughn has the best review I've heard so far. I haven't really looked up any other reviews besides that, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a good show. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's not as good as the One Piece show, but it's still an enjoyable watch.
Which is fair, because the live action One Piece apparently was pretty good.
I will give my critique on this, and I think it's a very aesthetic part of it. I don't think the story was too bad. I think like they cut out some stuff, and I think the way that they said that they were going to cut stuff out was the worst, most poorly worded way they could have done it.
The marketing for this has been the worst.
They worded things very poorly, honestly, in my opinion. Because, like, I don't know, like, some of the things they said really, it did happen, but it also didn't. Not because of the reasons they were kind of hinting at. But I will say this. The wigs sucked in this show.
Do some work.
I'm not gonna lie, and I've noticed that this, and not just Avatar, but a bunch of newer shows. I don't know if it's because they unionized. I'm assuming it's because I think like they unionize all the like the people that do esthetician and stuff like that for movies. So maybe they're working with people that aren't in the union. But as much as I hate the M. Night Shyamalan wig work, or I mean the M. Night Shyamalan movie, the wig work or the wigs and like the overall like actual outfits in that one looked better. Maybe not all the outfits, but I think the hair and like designs for stuff like that didn't look as cheesy. Because what's her face, the Princess of the Water Nation, her hair in the new show looked that wig looked bad. I was like, every time I saw her on screen, and it's a really like I know it's like kind of picky, but every time I saw her on screen, I was like, ew. Like it's just, like I didn't like the way it looked.
I'll look into that.
But it was just kind of weird. I think the casting for some of the characters was just kind of weird. Some of them were really good. Some of them were. There were some hit or misses. Azula was kind of one of those. Like I don't like hating on actresses. I really don't want to. I don't. It's just I could not picture Azula being her. She didn't really fit the character. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Like the opposite of what they did with the Percy Jackson show, where they completely changed Annabeth, but she just fits the character so well that it's like I don't give a fuck. I'll look over it.
Crazy,
you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't like the actors. I didn't really. I hate saying I didn't like the actress because I don't really give a shit. I'm glad she got a job. I'm glad she got paid. But the actress for May, I felt like it just didn't. That to me, I was like, that just looks nothing like what I thought May would look like.
Wait a minute, because I didn't get far enough. Does this not just cover the first book? Because the fact that May and Azula,
they're in the first book.
They're there.
Yeah,
they're in the first book.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
They're like at the end of the second. Because what's his name?
They're not at the end of the second. They're
no, I mean my bad. They're in the beginning of the second book.
They get introduced at the end of the first book, and then they are the main villains.
They're throughout the second. Yeah, but like the reason why I said this is because I could have sworn that the first book ends with the general. What was his name? The one that kills the moon spirit. Him getting killed. Like when that finale in that area is dealing with him, and then they show up at the beginning of the second book.
They wanted to use the Star of Azula in the show.
They just introduced her earlier.
I think you're right. They weren't like they were shown in the first season, but they weren't actually in the first season.
I think they were maybe mentioned that Azula exists.
Yeah.
But like, if anything, they either showed up at the very end of the first book, or at the very beginning.
Running, by the way. My stream is still running, but like, I'm on here. Real quick.
Okay, let me look.
Just look.
Let me see. Hey, yo, wait a minute.
That's May on the left. That's Ty Lee on the right. Ty Lee, honestly, it's fine, but May.
Yeah, she doesn't really fit May very much.
Hey,
shit.
Nah.
Yeah, Ty Lee would probably get away with it. But like, I don't know. It's really nothing against the actress. She just doesn't really look the
bad
part.
Casting.
You know? And then what was the name of the princess? Fucking
Yue.
You gotta at least goth her up a bit. Like put some extra like, and this is gonna sound bad, but I mean like put goth makeup on her more so than anything else.
This was her.
This
is her in the show.
Okay.
Wait.
That's not. That wigs a little.
Little
weird. Oh, actually, you're not wrong. The wig work on the M. Night Shyamalan movie is like better. That's crazy. that's wild.
Like they were trying to go for the accurate look of what the show, what it looks like.
It is a more accurate.
Don't get me wrong.
It is a more accurate look.
But I feel like you have to realize that within animation, you can get away with certain hairstyles that in real life just don't look good.
It is more accurate. I'll give them that. But it is kind of crazy that the M. Night Shyamalan one just actually straight up looks better.
Mm.
And that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
I feel like the show is like it does really well in some parts because you got motherfucking the guy that does Ozai in live action. Oh my god!
I just realized that the M. Night Shyamalan wig actually.
Oh
my
Chad,
god,
bro! Look at him, Giga Chad, like perfect, beautiful.
Oh, that scene's actually amazing. He takes off.
Wait, they actually showed him this. Yeah, they did show him this early. That's really weird.
They do. They showed the fucking Agni Kai.
Cause homie doesn't even get shown until like he's like an enigmatic figure for like most of the film.
I mean this in the nicest way. Yeah. New hotness, old and busted.
Old and busted.
Fire Lord.
I didn't.
Yeah, that was the Fire Lord in the M.
Night
Night Shyamalan movie.
That much either. They also
because the M. Night Shyamalan movie made them more like Indian even though it was supposed to be based on Japan.
Then,
so I don't really know why he switched them.
Wouldn't the nomads be Indian? I thought it was assumed because like the Buddha, like it's really big there. You know? And like, or it was. That's like where it rose up from, didn't it?
Tibetan? I'm not totally sure.
But anyways, and then the guy that they chose to play Iroh also like amazing casting. They did really good.
Because like
aspect.
I'm thinking about it, but like the Earth Kingdom was like China, but like parts of it clearly had people of far darker skin tones.
I mean,
Like Haru, for
China
instance.
does have some dark-skinned people, depending on the areas you're in. Though.
So I was wondering, it's like maybe it kind of worked its way in. Like, I was thinking the Earth Kingdom kind of covered basically China and India.
Yeah, man.
Kind of being like melded is what I figured, but that was just me personally when I figured.
So like they were kind of hit and miss on some stuff. I think it was. I'd give it like a 7.5. You know, I think an 8 would be understandable.
Mm-hmm.
It's not horrible. I'm glad you brought this.
It told the story right.
Yeah, I'd still
That's fair.
100% rather. It's shorter than watching the whole. Avatar
I'd much
show,
rather watch that.
But the original is just such a good damn show.
The original has more stuff they like to do, like more like they skipped a lot, but they got through most of it.
Plus, it just goes through. Yeah, it just goes through the first book with some extra stuff in it, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So, some characters shouldn't be there yet.
Yeah. So it's like, because obviously like Azula and May showing up in like season 1 is kind of wild, but it's whatever.
I kind of want to say a little spoiler, like the character that shouldn't have shown up.
I mean, you've already got so many that shouldn't have, so you might as well. It's not going to be that bad.
The bitch with
man.
the mole rat.
Oh, Toph.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Really?
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why is she so early? Oh no! The one with not her. You're talking about the bounty chick.
No,
The one-
the one that has the tracking thing.
Yeah, the one that the one that has
Oh,
the little
her.
mole thing that smells it out. Okay, yeah, no, her.
I know her. She comes out in season 1, so it's fine.
She does. If not like
Yeah.
early season 2, but I'm pretty sure it's season 1. She was
season
cool.
1 because the whole like it was the panda episode, I think.
The panda.
She was cool. Because they hire her to find them, and she's like, "Yeah, I did my dog. Let him out." Yeah, she dips off. She's cool. She's dope.
She's cool.
She never showed back up in the series. I realized that, like, after she left, she was gone. Like, she never appeared again.
She showed up a couple times, from my knowledge.
She shows up at the end of Avatar's show.
Does she? Does she use it for like the final battle or anything like that?
They asked her to look for Aang. They said Aang is not in the world. It's like,
You're right.
who else can we get? It's
Who
like,
can we possibly find? She's like, I got it, dog. You know what's up. June.
I looked it up.
Iroh.
I just
June's
looked it up.
cool. June's cool.
Because what is it? Iroh was simping after her both times.
Yeah, no, he was like, yo,
I mean, who wouldn't?
she can get it, yo.
Daddy for sure.
He was like, my son a little too. I mean, not my son. He basically is his son. Zuko a little too young. He's like, but me, I'm old enough. That's right. He knew what was up. Iris got good taste. But then again, we always knew he was a wise old man.
Yes.
We always knew. That's why Uncle Ira's the shit, bro. It's one of the reasons. Not the
One
only
of the few
reason, but
times
that's
they were
why.
able to make a comedic character also be the wise old man at the same time.
Yeah.
So emotional. Oh, yes, it's still my turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, watching Avatar, that takes up a lot of time. And I am a hell diver. I am one of the certified hell divers.
Man is a death captain, just like me. He's served time.
I am a hell diver.
Thou shalt not be able like I be diving. It's like
No,
you have 7 hours.
I mean, yeah, I was about to see. Let me see what that fucking capper has, bro. He really be like, I played X. Like, okay, one time he unironically said he played the same amount of For Honor as me and Logan did, and I was like, my brother in no, you didn't. You did not trudge through the trenches like we did. Like that.
You weren't out there.
You were not there. I'm sorry to break it to you. I was
Another
like,
war stories we have.
he's played 6.3 hours. That's it. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
I be diving. No,
Pele
you
has more
don't.
hours than him, and he's at the game for less. Jeez.
Pele's kind of built different though. That's not fair.
Yeah, but
Same thing with Sean. They've been no lifing it in comparison, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I've been loving every minute of it. We'll be back eventually, very soon.
later today.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
But other than
sir.
that, I've been watching Nashville. one.
Stop doing that.
Mashal? Why is he gonna stop watching Mashal?
No, not stop watching it. He just always says it weird. He says
Nashville? Is that what he said? This
yeah, he said Nashville.
Mashal, I think it was. But...
Mashal. Mashal's the name, bro.
Mashal?
Yes.
Nashville. Bet.
Nashville?
God damn it.
What else? You fucking me up now.
My man is struggling to speak, but continue.
No. Okay.
No, you got it. Mashal. Understood.
Bet. What was I talking about? Oh, what other things have we done? Other than that, Nashville.
Damn it, Aaron.
That's what we doing. Other than that, I'm watching Soul Leveling and what's the other show called? Ninja Koi. Ninja Koi. Yeah. Both very good shows. We've never watched the last episode of Ahmani.
Of Ninja Kamui or Solo Leveling?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the new episode. We didn't because
Yeah,
it wasn't out
Well,
yet.
the new episode of Soul Leveling is out too, so.
I watched episode Soul Leveling. Dow should not be names. Said it was fire. It was some heat.
Of course.
Not gonna lie. He does his thing.
Like after this episode, it's just gonna be greatness.
Oh, that's learning that on the podcast right now. I'm happy as that.
It's gonna be good. I mean, I know it's greatness because of how much people have talked about the webtoon that are around me that have talked about the webtoon.
You're welcome.
Problem is that they talk too much about the webtoon, and so I had to take a back seat to it. I don't know what it is, but I get to enjoy the anime, which is fine.
Yes.
I was gonna use the video game that was coming out as the experience, but then they was like, "Oh yeah, the anime's coming out too." So I was like, "I mean, that works too." I don't
When is
know
that video game coming out? Jesus.
I don't know. Like apparently it was on its
Quite
way,
some
but I
time
was.
since that's been.
Yeah, you're thinking about it now, right?
Yeah.
That's a while ago. It's like, where was that game? I don't know. I was looking forward to actually playing it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
Vanished in thin air. Good Lord.
it just got to the point that I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna just have to experience this in a different way because there's no way the webtoon was gonna live up to it with the way people were hyping it up. I was like, I just have to. Now people are probably gonna be the same way with the anime eventually, but I'm at least a part of the hype train this time.
No, yeah, absolutely. And you're in for a great ride.
It's gonna be fun.
They've actually done a lot better things compared to the webtoon.
That's like they've just done certain things a little bit better.
Yeah, they did some. Oh, there are most definitely some different scenes of more anime filler, but it works well and explains some things that were not explained in.
Like it just helps. Okay.
Webtoon. Yeah. So,
All right.
it's good. They're doing a good job.
Good job happening. Good job happening. Fair enough. Fair enough.
We'll see in the coming weeks how this year treats us. But work, it's been really good. There's this one thing. I used to play basketball with my coworkers. Don't want to do it anymore.
Ah.
Because we talked to one of these guys like, hey, you should clean up your class after like you're done. They're like, it's a hard class or whatever. I always do it. So I admit, when I saw him come into the gym, I went off on him for no reason. Like, tell him what the fuck, fuck you, fuck this. You gotta clean up your gym and shit. He's like, yo, bro, what the fuck, what the hell? I was like, I don't care, bro. I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, I just don't want to play basketball, so I get to go home early every day. Woohoo! I mean, I got too mad. It's not worth it. It's like a stupid job, but it's like I can't stand people who can't do simple things that I have to do after them. So yeah,
I feel like I had to do it, so now I'm mad because I had to do your work, which it's both fair, but also like
I got too angry. I admit that.
Yeah.
This is all the anger came out. Like, oh, you can't be fucking serious. We already talked about this. And I guess today they forgot or something.
They could have. That's a possibility.
It's not.
But it's usually
simple. It's a simple task. It's like 5 minutes for gym.
Because they're like, they might have forgotten today, but they usually don't forget. Like it's usually a situation where it's like it's not forgetting, you just ignore it. So
yeah,
fair. I get it. I understand the anger.
Trying to play ball, can't play ball in the dirty gym, right?
It's fair.
Yeah, so you gotta clean it up.
I'm trying to play ball, I'm tripping over a trike. How does this happen?
Balls everywhere, hula hoops, everything over the floor. It don't matter.
I was like, you clean it up and then we ball.
Yeah.
But he has to worry about his and just talking around and shit. So I don't care anymore. But I'm doing better with the kids. The kids are learning how to say more things. They're talking more. I'm like getting proud of them. Like actually having a good time with them. But the fucking adults, like, they need to go.
I like the idea that you're like, bro, I'm having more problems with the adults than I am with the actual children that I'm dealing with on an average.
Yeah, it's just fuck these adults. The kids are chill, bro. They're not even the main issue of the job. Whatever they're not, my life is real simple. I'm trying to live a better life, doing my thing. Also, been doing a lot of fucking lessons for that stupid job, and it's been still telling me to do stupid shit like learn how to take a kid on a drive to like a extravagant places. Like, we don't leave the fucking school. Why am I learning about this? Or like changing a diaper. I'm a nigga.
What?
Do not change diapers. Men don't change diapers at the school.
Oh, you guys are actually just straight up not allowed to?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
to
no.
be fair, the training... Okay. I was about to say, what? I was like, that's a weird take on that one. Oh, you guys are just straight up not allowed to. No. I would ask why. I mean, like, at the same time, it's like... At the same time, I do kind of believe that, like, if you have to change the diaper, and you should probably know how to do it anyway. And then on top of that, the training is just... It's a general training, right? So it's going to be training you regardless of if you're going to be doing it or not doing it, right? So it's just going to do it. But, like...
Yeah, a small thing.
That is kind of weird that it's just, like... I don't know if there's a specific rule in all schools that are like that involve children, but that's kind of weird to me, at least. It's like, if you're a male, you cannot change the diaper. That's kind of strange.
Even the categories.
The guy's like, that's weird! What the hell?
Once they told me, I was like, sure.
All I'm saying is you should be allowed to change a diaper. It makes sense. I mean,
Equality.
I know.
You're gonna need to know. Like, it's good for the future. Is all I'm saying.
It is. Absolutely, it is.
It is good. But
and I just want to say this to our audience. If you are a male that's out there and think that males shouldn't change diapers specifically, get it together. All right. You ever become a dad? You need to change a diaper. I don't care. That's how that works. Don't be a deadbeat. Get it together.
No deadbeats allowed here.
No deadbeats allowed. Dead ass, bro. Change your kid's diaper. Don't make your wife do it, or your baby mama, or whoever it is that has your kid. They don't have to do it for you. You change the diaper too. Get your ass in gear, bro.
Step up.
2024. Get your ass together, bro.
So if you want to step up, I'll step up on God.
Exactly. If you want to step up, I'll step up. I'm laying down the lines. You gonna steal your girlfriend. Go steal your family, honestly.
Take your family.
That's crazy. He was like, I'll take care of the kid. That's fair.
Who needs kids?
That's fair.
Who needs kids? That's how this world is going to be in the future. We need them to survive.
Literally, they are the future. Without children, we all fall apart.
I feel bad for kids, bro. They're being raised by iPads. It's getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah. That's not great. Being an iPod child is not the best.
No, it is not a good idea.
And some people might be looking at it like, oh, you're being boomers. It's like, no, we had the technology. Our parents just didn't give it to us every second.
And it's so easy and accessible, and it's like it's so part of life that it's like, fuck it.
And nowadays, it's just them watching videos and stuff that's not educational and brain stimulating either. So
it just depends. I mean, like, you can still show them something that's not brain rot. You could do that.
Oh no, absolutely. But majority of the time,
this
whenever
part
you
of
see
the podcast
it, it's something
is brought
that's
to you by
not.
Apples and Bananas by Greg Corners.
I still think that having like books, lessons, and just not having the pad itself is the better idea for the most part. Some things are good, some things are not. Moderation.
I'll definitely. I understand. Apples and bananas is funny because, yes, that's not how you say the word, but the purpose is to stress vowel sounds more than anything else. So to us, it feels like brain rot. But to be honest, it's not.
Every time I hear apples and bananas, I want to commit like every form of
Apples and bananas.
Bro, Devaughn actually showed that. I'd never heard that before until Devaughn one day said, "Play that song," and I couldn't believe myself.
Oh yeah, he couldn't get through it.
So you had to finish it.
Hell no.
No.
Apples and bananas.
That's a fire right there. You know, listen to it all day. I go crazy.
Apples and bananas. Apples and bananas.
I argue that using the vowels in words that make sense, it would be a better idea. But at least they're learning.
It's just to stress them.
Yeah.
It's to get. It's not for kids that know how to use their vowels at all. It's literally for them that just have no clue on how to function the sounds. So it's a way of getting them to say the sound, and then
Here's the crazy part. We listen to that song. We have 4-year-olds don't fucking know about that. Like, so it's useless to them. So we're just brain rotting ourselves for no reason.
Bro, playing the music with the,
That's the
with
point
the
of
dancing
saying.
fruits, that shit goes hard.
with the dancing fruits that sync up every time, no matter what you play. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Totally.
They're sinking. They're sinking. I've done it.
Yum.
Yum.
Oh, okay, we got off topic again.
Well, as we do,
That is my topic. That is my job. I listen to that almost every day.
Yeah.
Baby Shark,
Bro,
top song.
God, Baby Shark is brain rot. I'm not even gonna front.
I
Yeah.
actually love Baby Shark.
Bro, why?
He's been
Now that
tainted.
Now that I've
He's been
officially
tainted.
heard Baby Shark, I'm like, bro, why?
It's a fast, fun song that kids get really excited if you play it for like a minute.
Baby Shark, Baby Shark.
We're not. No. Mm-mm.
I at least thought Baby Shark actually consists of talking about the Baby Shark part for the
talks
most of
about
the
his
song.
family.
No, it's the whole family.
It talks about the whole family. I'm just
the
like
family going on a hunt and then running away and then getting safe and then the end.
Daddy Shark. Daddy Shark. Grandma Shark. Grandma and Grandpa Shark.
Yeah. I don't know what side.
It's probably not even Rainrot. I guess it technically is teaching them like family members, right?
And family going hunting.
So you have like grandma, grandpa, mommy, daddy. Yeah, there you go. But it's also like, oh god, no, they're singing Baby Shark again. I genuinely thought there was more to that song.
No.
I also thought that song was like the intro to like a show. I thought it wasn't
Shark?
just the song. Yeah, I thought there was a show called Baby Shark.
Bro, that's
But it's not. It's just the song.
Where is that show at? That should definitely be a show by now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought that it was at
I
least
look
the
it up.
intro to the show, and that's why the kids were singing it, because it's a catchy tune, and then you get into the show, Baby Shark, right? Like Roly Poly, right? You definitely sang Roly Poly only as a kid. It's Roly Poly, Oly, the small shark around. Yeah, you sing it to that, and then the show comes on, you're like, I'm happy, because show. Or Danny Phantom. That's not even a kid show. But you sang along. But you sang along,
God.
and you got hype for the show.
I just looked up the Baby Shark show. It's on season 2, episode 24, and has a 3.1 out of 10.
So there is a show, thank goodness.
Yes, 3.1 out of 10.
Cool. Because
Jesus.
I at least thought it was a show. And I was like, please. And then I just saw the video, like, is this all it is? Is it just this song? Thank goodness. Why is it a 3? Actually, I don't even want to know.
It's a trash. It's fucking Baby Shark.
I don't even want to know. How would you even rate a child show on merits? How does that work? Like, how do you rate it?
It's not colorful
Especially
enough
for like younger children too.
Yeah.
His kids hate this.
I guess it's
This shit's
depending
not
on what the
colorful
child
enough.
needs. Maybe not too much overstimulation.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
stuff like that.
Let's watch the intro.
Is it something that like both the kids like it's enjoyable? Like Bluey, is Bluey a 5? Is Bluey 5 because like adults can watch it along with their kids and be like, all right, it's cool.
Bluey's just a good fucking
basically.
show. Bluey's an amazing ass show. I've seen all of it, well, except for the new episodes.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Does Bluey count as a 5?
What is that? Just like a really good kids show, like a 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
star?
is that a 5 out of 5 star?
Yeah, I give it 5 stars. Bluey's a great show. I think you could absolutely watch that with like your kids, and you all would also have fun. I've watched it without kids, and I've had fun.
Oh no, my brother approves with his daughter. He watches.
Bluey is a show that I could watch with kids, and it'd be really funny.
Bluey has a 9.4 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a good ass show.
There you go.
It's a fucking good ass show. That's fine. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of shows like Kipo. I feel like is a kids.
Well, Kipo's
a kids show.
Kipo's not really a kids
It
show
is
though.
It's 7+.
No, I mean like Kipo. What?
Kipo was 7+.
I mean, okay, so because Kipo falls to me as like the same as like Teen Titans, right? Where like Teen Titans is a show, but it's not inherently for like the little kids. It's just like a little kid can watch it, but it's like it's not educating them. Like Kipo doesn't educate you. It's just good. You know what I mean? It's like a good show for kids.
8.3 out of 10.
Yeah, because it's a good show.
Good ass show. Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beast is an amazing.
Same thing with like obviously like Avatar.
Yeah,
we
it's
just talked
ages.
about.
Kipo is 7+.
I guess that
And
works.
it is 4.
Yeah, I guess 7.
Stars.
What is Teen Titans?
That has to be 2.
Nah, it can't be.
Yes,
Teen.
yes.
That movie might be because they definitely play like
in
it's
general,
blood.
the show did deal with some. Teen Titans. The original is 8+.
Okay, so slightly above.
8+. All action,
above.
all the time, not for all viewers. Bro, 2003. Boomerang and Cartoon Network. The fact that it says Network Boomerang makes me scream, dude. Boomerang is playing Teen Titans.
God.
Teen Titans. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Bro, that was before now. I saw that when I was like 15, 16. Boomerang was playing it, and I was like,
The Trouble in
Bro,
Tokyo
what?
one is 8. The Trouble in
I
Tokyo one is
remember-
8+, but it also has. It says
oh, really?
cartoon sequel has violence, but has positive messages.
Okay.
Justice League versus
What
Teen
is
Titans
Go?
is 13+. Teen Titans: The
Makes
Judas
sense.
Contract is 13+. Teen Titans
That
Go
also
to the
make-
Movies
yeah.
is 8+. Teen Titans Go and the DC Superhero Girls Mayhem in the Multiverse is 9+. And then Teen Titans Go
Okay.
versus Teen Titans is also 8+.
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah,
Based off of commonsensemedia.org.
Okay.
Kipo has death in it, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, it has
Kipo?
several things that happen. Yeah.
Kipo, as a whole, it runs. It ends. Like, it's a...
No, I mean, like, it has death. Not like,
Oh, yeah.
not like
Yeah, it is death.
I was like, if I'm not mistaken, it does.
Yeah, I mean, the thing...
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I thought of the Booyah scene for some reason. I don't know why.
My brother in Christ.
But,
You didn't even have to say from what, and I already knew what you were talking about.
yeah, no, that's the worst part. It's just like,
Bruh.
I knew you.
I don't know. I'm not gonna even.
Don't worry about it.
oh, Leon, don't worry.
not.
You just,
Don't
look,
worry.
it's
Don't-
just degeneracy.
Don't worry about it.
It's just degeneracy. Don't even
Alright.
worry about it.
All right.
The fact that I know is also awful, because
Shut
that's
up.
the worst
Shut up
part.
about it. Shut up about it. Just shut up.
This is the people who get that reference.
Bro, who wants to watch Megamind Rules?
You know what? We never said we were for A+, so... If your kid's listening to us, you should stop.
If they know about that scene, that's crazy.
If they know that's really bad.
There's no way, right? That's a good... No way.
Oh wait. Wait a
If your
minute.
kid, if your kid knows
you
about the
look it up,
Booyah
he
scene,
remembers.
perhaps
Look
you
it
should
up,
be a better
you
kid.
just remember it.
No, no memories are going by my head. Like,
Oh,
wait a
yeah.
minute.
Oh.
Fucking wait a minute.
Booyah.
Booyah!
Jinx.
Your kid knows. Your kids know.
Okay, now I remember. Now I remember.
I mean, I just said Jinx. I didn't say anything else. So I'm saying.
That jogged my memory.
There
That
you
one
go.
word
Wiggled
jogged.
that little fucking memory loose, huh?
That gray matter was cooking. It found what it needed.
Zotan.
Hey, if you don't know, don't Google that.
No.
Don't Google that.
Please.
Or
Bleep
do.
that,
Educate yourself, actually.
Bleep- no, bleep that shit.
I'm not going to bleep it.
Bleep that, please.
Okay, watch
I'm
me,
not
way
gonna
too
bleep
young.
I'm not
You have to
bleeping
watch.
that. Like I said, we're not for
culture.
8+, so we're fine.
See, we're cultured on that.
He was like, we're specifically rated as an explicit podcast, so, you know,
I'm about to pull up right now.
you get what you get.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean you're about to pull it right now?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Reel that back, man. Reel that back.
I gotta sneak back by that. But Devaughn, what else? We have to continue, my brother. We must stay focused.
I'm sorry, I don't stay focused. I'm done.
Yeah,
I've been doing
Okay.
trainings in the Avatar and the Helldivers. And the Fortnite new season is mid. I will say that on the podcast right now.
Oh, really? You was really excited for it. What do you mean?
I was excited for it, and then I played it.
What's the problem? You gotta talk about it at least more than that. You gotta give like a little review. You're a professional Fortniter.
It's professional. This is the guns are whack. The new guns are stupid. They're not as good as the old guns.
Okay,
And
what
there's-
anything else? is happening?
and the stupid wings that they have. The
Okay.
grappler, you can usually shoot people. Now niggas just fly away and just be gone.
And then they're gone.
And sometimes they fight back and throw fucking lightning bolts. I mean, like, you're fighting somebody and somebody throws the power of Zeus on you. It gets kind of annoying all the time.
I mean, no, that sounds kind of fun because that's what was happening during the Deku and the
Goku.
the Goku season 2. I was gonna say the Jujutsu Kaisen, the Hollow Purple that was happening.
Yeah, but they had the red dot.
Yeah, but they had the red dot. Okay, I guess that just was.
Don't worry, we're still gonna play it. It's mid. It's still playable, but it's like we can have fun with these new guns.
I don't know, man. We can have some fun with those powers. It sounds kind of nice.
We are.
Just
gonna have
chucking
fun.
lightning, that's always fun. Lightning's one of the more badass ones, anyways.
Don't be healing. Don't be healing me, and then fucking Zeus comes around the corner. That's no.
Hey,
oh,
yo, how
no.
you guys?
Oh no, bro.
But on the other hand, you can sneak up on somebody and say, "Ha, the power of God, nigga."
Gotta read
Oh,
that
man.
Bible, bro.
Why is He-Man not in this? Because I've just thought about this. So like the idea of sneaking up on somebody and being like, "I have the power." It's just... Why are they not putting He-Man in this game? Why is He-Man not in this game?
Nope.
I don't know
At least-
why. I'm imagining He-Man just sneak attacking someone, breaking their neck, and right behind them just going, He-Man! Just the big
lift up
letters
the
pop out of
sword.
nowhere.
I want that emo now.
That's what I'm saying. It needs to be a thing. Okay, but alright, I guess we're baton passing to you, Leon.
Okay. Alright. So, my week has been mostly just meh, work, knowing customers, knowing coworkers, fun stuff.
Okay.
Though I did find out one of my, well, I wouldn't say coworkers, but their nephew, did something not good at our home.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's just say that he skipped school. This was a teenager, and he was caught doing the deed.
just got ousted by the podcast. I mean, you didn't say his name, but like he got ousted.
He just got caught. I'm not gonna say his name. No, he just got caught. He got caught.
All I'm saying is, oh well, he already got caught. You can't,
got
you can't snitch on him. It's already done.
He was staying anonymous, but you know, he got caught.
Hey, you know what? Good luck to him. He pulled a girl or guy, whatever one. It doesn't really matter. He pulled it.
God, about it.
Yeah, but it did not end well for him. So
That's what I'm saying.
did he finish?
Ew.
no.
I actually don't need to know. To be honest, I actually don't need to know. But
I'm saying. All I know
if
is
mission
that
was
the wrath of-
accomplished,
all I
then
can
everything's-
say,
it
all
was
I
worth
know
it.
is that the wrath of God went on to him. That's it.
how bad is the wrath of God?
Wrath of God.
You got cold cocks. He's like, I wasn't even trying to make that as a joke. I was not trying to make that
Anywho.
extra joke.
That little fun thing happened. Everything else was just kind of meh. Then got to sadness because of news. Akira Toriyama is no longer with us.
Damn
it.
Technically, that wasn't news, but damn. Yeah, we lost the creator of Dragon Ball, and Sandlands, and Aurelian, and actually a lot of other things that don't get mentioned really as much, but should.
Also had some influence
Dragon Quest,
yeah,
Blue Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
He actually did a lot. Yeah,
he did a lot. He used to. I want to say the Stan Lee almost.
Chrono
manga,
Cross,
kind of.
Honestly, I'd make that argument. I'd make that because Stanley didn't. It's not like Stanley created comics. He's one of the most influential people
he didn't do it,
in
but he was
comics.
just influencer.
So yeah, no, I would definitely say that Akira Toriyama would definitely count as one of like the Stan Lee of manga. Like he is one of the most influential people in all of manga.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that. I would say that. Like his style is dedicated to like so many other games and people. Like his work in general has inspired other mangas, movies,
it inspired
works
the big three
in so many different ways. So it's like, yeah, definitely influential.
That's pretty big if you do that. Inspiring the big three, making the big three what they are. Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece.
Shonen anime as a whole changed after Dragon Ball.
Yes.
In general, they just became very different.
It did.
I think if I'm not mistaken, he created like the transformation for the most part, right?
I think
Like,
so. I think
the idea of like the power up that gets you. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much he did. I'm pretty sure he did. He's the showrunner of just that in general. But it
or
sucks.
at least in the way that it's used now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It sucks.
I'm pretty sure. If he wasn't, that wouldn't make any sense because I'm pretty sure majority of the mangas in the past were just more just.
Most people are very much inspired by like Super Saiyan as a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Power,
it's one of the most
anger, or
iconic
inner demon.
transformations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like even Naruto technically has a form of it with the nine-tailed fox and everything that it uses, right? Like he gets other forms and looks unique, but by the end he's literally gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's literally doing the thing.
Yeah.
Is it a
Bleach.
cooler transformation in my opinion? Yes, but it also came afterwards, so it can iterate.
Yeah, most definitely. And shoot, we have with Bleach being Bankai and the hollowification from Ichigo. One Piece.
In fact, Bleach goes as far as to subvert the expectation of it because it actually has him have a transformation that means nothing.
Yes.
Like he gets the moment to be like I can to pop off, and like the villain is just like, what? You think I'm just gonna get a power up and win? Get that shit out of here!
And then what is One Piece mainly? I know it's the adventure. I think.
I mean, it had there's Gear 5th obviously now.
Oh no, Gear 5th absolutely, but the adventure.
But obviously it had Gear first, and then the adventure from Dragon Ball obviously being what it. My bad, Gear 2nd. I said Gear 1st.
Gear 2nd.
There is no Gear 1st.
Gear 1st is just base Luffy.
Gear 2nd. Gear Segundo. But yeah, like obviously Dragon Ball put in a bunch of inspiration in a ton of things, and Chrono Cross is still considered one of the Chrono Trigger. My bad, because Chrono Cross is the other one. Chrono Trigger is still considered one of the greatest JRPGs of all time in general by a lot of people. He obviously influenced and is heavily a part of what that is.
Yes.
Dragon Quest is one of the most successful RPGs ever made.
Yes.
It continues to this day.
It's in Smash.
Dragon Quest.
That's an accomplishment.
That is an accomplishment. Dragon Quest is just him as an RPG.
Yes.
Like it just do its thing. And obviously Sandlands is about to come out, and I'm kind of excited for that.
And then you had Blue Dragon, which wasn't as popular, but it most definitely had its
liked
fans.
Did like it. It influenced some things.
It did.
It definitely influenced. I mean, like we said, it's just unfortunate that he is no longer with us, and it's a sad day.
He died at 60 or 70.
Didn't Blue Dragon straight up influence some Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No,
Just straight
Dragon
up.
Quest did. Dragon Quest did.
Both. Honestly, maybe both, because I'm pretty sure they have the same enemy types in a lot of cases. It's the same.
But I do believe Dragon Quest was like first when they first came out with it, and some of the enemies like the slime and something else were like very similar to
moved over directly into Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
makes sense. But yeah, that's unfortunate. May you rest in peace.
May him be with great King Kai in the sky. We just need the Dragon Balls, damn it.
If only.
If only.
All the cartels right now are probably like...
They did, actually.
That was a funny post.
Apparently, no, there was a thing about it, that apparently that they actually did, like, a ceasefire because Akira Toriyama died. And I was like, bro, that's wild.
Hey, yo, wait a minute.
Cartels was like, bro, like, our childhood hero just died. I don't feel like doing crimes today. Like, that's
I imagine
crazy.
Just the enemies just kind of go up to each other like, we married Miss Toriyama, talking each other out.
We just need to go to the bar and chill, bro.
I don't care if you're my enemy. We just need to drink this one off, you know?
I'm pretty sure it was on the news here in Costa Rica. That couldn't, like...
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Like, Dragon Ball Z's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big influence. Big influence. Mm. But aside from the sadness,
that was crazy.
That's been pretty much it for like reality. The paper and play in action, play, usual shit. Street Fighter 6 has been a work in progress, been kind of hard.
I like how you said usual shit, like you usually play Street Fighter. What?
No. I'm bringing up Street Fighter as like the new stuff right now.
It's like usual shit. Street Fighter 6. What? Everybody's like,
let me rephrase that, and then Street Fighter 6. I've been trying to do that, but every single time I try and get into the character creation, I fall asleep.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it the music? Like, what is happening?
I have no idea. I get to the point, I think it's to where I'm like adjusting the face or putting on like tattoos or scars. I'm just like, I'm nodding out. Wait a minute. I'm like, my head just swiveling back and forth. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop. Put it to the side. Had to restart into character creation. Found I can save it. Tried to save it. Didn't save. Didn't save at all. So I kind of like, all right, fuck it. I'm not gonna do it for a bit. I got back to it. I finished it. I'm waiting. I'm not gonna start it now because we're in the middle of a podcast. But once it's done, I'm gonna throw hands with NPCs, random people on the street, kick them in the face.
It'll be like that.
Yes. So there's been that, and got back into Sekiro a little bit. Wanted to try out some of the bosses again. Just why not?
Because why not?
Yeah, why not? Have fun parrying, you know.
Fair enough.
Little rhythm game. And that's pretty much it for gaming wise. The rest of it has just been the usual, as I said, usual shit. Won't go into detail on that one. Watching, I've been enjoying Freerun, watching more of that, finally trying to catch up with it. And I just started to just listen to the dub now, and the dub is very good. It's actually, I feel like it's sometimes better than the sub for what it is. Because, Freerun's
left the realm of bad dubs. We haven't had bad dubs in a minute.
No, we have not.
People get really upset. Voices... We don't have bad dubs, but we have disagreements on voices. That's really just the idea half the time. Sometimes dubs be like, we feel like this person sounds like this, and you'll watch the sub and be like, I don't know about that one, Chief. I just don't know about that one.
The best example for me is Naruto's dub and One Piece's dub sometimes. Those are like kind of, your voices are kind of scratchy a bit. Like, it's too much up there.
It's just because One Piece has so many fucking weirdo characters that it's like, bro, some of these just only work in Japanese. It's not even a fault of the people acting. It's just like, like having voice quirks. Voice quirks work in Japanese because of the language.